Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us as we, as Bucks College Group, ventures into our new set of qualifications, the T-levels, and we take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about them, what qualifications we're offering in September, and how they will be rolled out forward after that. Okay, T-level qualifications are qualifications that have been designed by employers for employers, basically. So they are getting qualifications that provide the information and skills that are needed to be successful in industry. The setup of the qualifications are 80% in the classroom and 20% in the workplace. First off, if I start off with the classroom, you'll be doing courses that are vocational and technical. So if whatever you're studying, you'll be learning the skills, knowledge and behaviours around that subject matter. You'll gain knowledge and skills and embedded digital skills and maths and English. You will be required equivalent to level 2 in maths and English to be able to get straight on to the level 3 T-level, and in that we will also give you further embedding of maths and English teaching and learning, where you'll be able to develop skills at level 3 for maths and English. The 20% is a key part of the qualification. This is how it separates itself from current vocational and technical qualifications. It's more like an apprenticeship, but where you will need to actually complete work skills in the workplace. That 20% will be made up of a minimum of 315 hours in the workplace, or equivalent to 45 days. That will either be done on a day release or a day release and a block release. Okay, starting in September, the first 3 of our T-levels are being offered. That's digital and design, education and childcare, and health and science. Those 3 T-levels will be the first 3 T-levels we offer. T-levels are equivalent to 3 A-levels. So if you completed a T-level, you'd actually gain the same UCAS points as 3 A-levels. They are graded differently. They're graded as pass, merit, distinction, or distinction star. A distinction star in a T-level is equivalent and equal to UCAS points for 3 A-level stars. Progression from a T-level would be into higher education, into sustained employment, or an apprenticeship. So I've mentioned the 3 we're offering in September. The following year, we'll be bringing on stream business and administration and construction. And then over the next couple of years past that, as the T-levels become available, we will be offering 10 of the 11 areas. So additional to those would be catering and hospitality, creative and design, engineering and manufacturing, hair and beauty, and legal, finance and accountancy. So all of the 11 routes cover all vocational and technical qualifications that you want to study and give you the skills that are needed to go into employment. If you don't have the entry criteria to get straight onto a level 3 T-level, as you see on the screen there, you can start with the T-level transition program. So the transition program is a study program that it gives you information and knowledge that will get you directly onto the T-level. So they're designed at set at a level 2 sort of level, where they will give you the skills you need, the experience you need, and the knowledge that you can go straight onto the T-level the following year. That will be built up with ensuring that you also get the maths and English embedded strongly in the qualification so you can progress. The transition program is, like I said, it is a study program. So there's a group of qualifications or skills that you need to develop to be able to be successful. A key component is to achieve the level 2 in English and maths, so you will be studying that. Also, a vocational and technical knowledge will be developed. This could be accredited or not accredited, but the skills that you need to be able to go on to the level 3 the following year. For instance, if you're applying for the education and childcare route, you'll be studying an education and childcare transition program and will be given knowledge and skills at a level that's progressing you ready to go straight on. So you will have information and understanding around that subject area before you actually join the T-level. Throughout the T-level, you will be assessed, and diagnostics will be happening to ensure you get the right guidance and that you don't fall behind. And a big part of it as well is the work experience, not as substantial as the T-level, but you will be doing 1 to 2 weeks work placement, so you start gaining experience in the workplace, building relationships, and potentially going to a place that the following year you would have your more substantial placement. Throughout this period, you will be given a lot of pastoral support and personal development to make sure that you stay on track. And the following September, you can go straight onto the T-level. So we sort of see the transition program as an extended T-level program that gives you a bit more time to get the skills you need and be able to be successful.
Good afternoon. My name is Jenny and I'm part of the Work Zone team. So if you're coming on to a level 2 transition program for T-levels, as Richard alluded to, you'll be required to undertake between 36 and 72 hours of work experience. That's 1 to 2 weeks of work experience. And this is to help to develop some of your soft skills, to build up your confidence, and to give you an opportunity to taste that industry that you're thinking of doing your T-level in. You will have ongoing support from the Work Zone team, people such as myself. We will make sure that where you go is safe, and we will make sure that you are getting the maximum benefit out of your work experience.
Hi, good evening. I'm the Faculty Director for English and Maths, and I'm just going to give you a bit more information about the transition programme and also the English and Maths aspect of the T-level. So in terms of the transition programme, as Richard's already said, it really is an opportunity for those students that maybe don't have a grade 4 in either English or Maths, and it will enable you to transition onto the T-level in a year's time. So it will develop those skills in either English or Maths that you need to develop to get that grade 4. Students will complete 4.5 hours of either English or Maths alongside the technical aspects that they want to study. The main focus of this programme really is you'll learn the technical side of things, but really the main focus is to enable you to transition onto the T-level. So the focus really is on getting that grade 4 in either English or Maths. So in terms of the T-levels, within the T-level qualification, the skills of English and Maths and digital skills are actually seamlessly integrated into the main delivery. So you won't have separate English and Maths and digital skills classes, but those skills are very much a part of the programme. We'll go through the components in a second that you will have to cover, but it's very much, these competencies are really based at kind of level 3, and they kind of build from the sort of top of level 2 all the way through to level 3. So it's really important that you've got those grade 4s in English and Maths before you progress onto the T levels. The components are very much the skills and that employers want. And these competencies really do develop those skills in English and Maths. So if we just have a look at them, not to scare anybody at all, but there's 6 competencies in English, and like I say, they build from the skills from level 2 all the way through to level 3. There's many more for Maths that need to be developed, so measuring with precision, estimating, processing data, understanding data and risk. Again, that's a key skill for a lot of employers, and actually communicating mathematics and costing a project. Again, all practical skills that you might have to develop within the workplace, and also optimizing work processes. Again, there's lots of maths that underpin that. And then obviously the digital skills sides of things will be coding and programming, processing and analyzing numerical data, and using digital technology and media effectively. So that's some of the components that will be covered within the main programme, and obviously they will be assessed throughout the delivery of the technical programme. So that just gives you an overview of Maths and English and digital skills on T levels. So I'm going to hand over to Janice, who will take you through the technical aspects.
Thank you, Suzanne. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Janice Chirpy, and I'm the curriculum manager for the business and computing area here at the Aylesbury campus. So what I want to do now is just talk to you a little bit about what is involved in the digital design and development T-level. So first of all, let's look at some of the units then that you're going to be studying. So Your course is going to be divided into two sorts of units. You've got the core ones, so you're going to be learning all the key things that you need to know related to programming and to developing software and to understanding the legal framework that it all operates in and what security things you need to take into account. And then you'll develop that knowledge further to look at some more specialist units. So you'll be developing your knowledge of software to actually find then solutions to problems and to be able to test those solutions and to make any changes that might be needed. So that's just a rough outline of what sort of things you're going to be studying. So if we now move on to looking at, after you've studied those units, how you're going to be assessed. So this is going to be a mixture of some external exams. There's going to be a project, a real life project, which is set via an employer. And also you'll have some externally set tests where you're writing assignments. And what are we looking for if you want to come onto our programme? Because it's really exciting this year for us. We're going to be wanting you to, first of all, to commit to a 2-year programme. It's a big commitment for you to be able to really enjoy what we're going to be offering. We're looking for you to have 5 GCSEs at least a grade 4, and that must include English language, maths and a science. Or alternatively, if you've done a BTEC qualification in IT related subject at level 2 and you've got a merit grade, then we would also consider you for the course, provided you've got your maths and English again at grade 4. Any student, as Richard's already said, if you've not already got those grades, then it's not all lost. We can put you on the transition programme and then we can develop you to come onto the T-level the following year. So once you've finished the qualification with us, just really want to outline a little bit about what you could be doing next. So after the T-level, you're going to be looking at following a career in the software and design industry. So you could be looking at posts as a junior developer, junior web developer, maybe a junior games designer, or even a junior software developer. So lots of opportunities that it would open up for you. And if you didn't want to go straight into employment, then the other option that you would be able to do is consider going on to do a higher level qualification. So maybe an HNC or possibly a degree. And you could look at, again, studying even computer games development, programming rather, and or software engineering, or even just doing straightforward computer science. So it offers a great number of routes to get your career and your future set off on a really high path.
Hello, my name is Debbie Holtman and I'm the Curriculum Manager for Health and Social Care, Health and Science and Childcare programmes at Wickham campus. My colleague Helen has the same role at Aylesbury campus, so I'm going to talk about the Health and Science T-level today, and Helen will talk about childcare and education. Both T-levels are available at Wickham and Aylesbury. Our Health and Science T-levels follow 2 distinct routes, healthcare and laboratory science. In addition to the healthcare clinical pathway, we will still be offering our level 3 health and social care programme. That's the non-clinical pathway, and it's not a T-level. Our healthcare programme will be for you if you're interested in a career in nursing or one of the allied healthcare professions. Students on this programme will join the nurse cadets for their placement, so will be in hospital, on the wards and in the clinics as part of your course. Our T-level in science will focus on laboratory science, with placements being in a laboratory environment, for example, a school lab, the hospital lab, maybe a water company or a food technology laboratory. Both placements will be for a minimum of 45 days. And we're really lucky, we've got a new industry standard laboratory and classrooms being built ready for our T-level programme. So it's a great time to join us. This slide gives you an idea of the core elements that you will cover on the course. As you can see, these elements equip you with the critical knowledge and skills to enable you to progress to specific lab work and will enable you to go into placement feeling really confident. In our healthcare programme, you can see there is a focus on person-centred care, which is obviously really important if you're working on the wards with patients. Your class-based lessons will support you to develop knowledge and basic practical skills, which you will then put into practice on your placement work. For both pathways, health and science, assessments will be through a mixture of external exams, an employer-set project, case studies, and professional discussions. T-levels are a 2-year programme, just like A-levels, and to join our programmes, you will need 5 GCSEs at 4 or above, and these must include English, Maths and Science. If you're applying for laboratory science, you will need a double science GCSE. But if you don't quite get the grades, don't panic. We've got a transition programme which goes over 3 years and which would be a good option for you. So please, when you get your grades, come and talk to us if it's not exactly what you wanted. Once you've successfully completed your T-level, you can progress to work or university, or into higher level apprenticeships or a higher level technical qualification. If you're on the healthcare pathway, as part of the Nurse Cadet programme, you will also be offered a guaranteed interview at one of a number of local universities who offer nursing and healthcare degree courses. Additionally, you may also be offered a guaranteed interview for an HCA role at the hospital, which could lead you onto the Nursing Associate programme. Hope to hear from you all soon.
Good afternoon, my name is Helen and I'm the Curriculum Manager for Health and Life Sciences at the Aylesbury campus. So I'm hoping to talk to you tonight about the Education and Childcare T-level. So like all the other T-levels, you'll see that you have core units and specialist units. So the core units will cover anything that you need to know about working with children from age 0 to 16. So that's because it covers early years and assisting teaching. And then in your specialist units, it will cover everything that you need to know to work in early years and to work as an assisting teaching, so as a teaching assistant. For the education and childcare assessment, you'll, like all the other T-levels, will be assessed through a combination of assignments, exams, an employer-led project, practical observations, and that happens in your industry placement. So industry placement for education and childcare is a lot longer and a lot more hours than all the other T-levels, and we normally work it so that you're in placement twice a week. And we find those placements for you. Our entry criteria is 5 GCSEs at grade 4 or above, and that must include English and Maths, or an equivalent level 2 qualification at merit or distinction. But again, we must include those English and Maths at grade 4, and we have interviews for everybody that applies for our T-levels. So most people who do a level 3 childcare qualification with us, if they're going into employment, that's often stems from their placement that they do. So your employer will work with you to over the year and then employ you at the end of your placement. Or if you go into HE, so higher education, you're looking at primary education degrees. Placement for childcare, you start within a nursery, you go into a school, so you experience working in a reception year and a year 1, and you also have an opportunity to work with babies, so lots of different age groups. If you do the assisting teaching route, you'll normally work with children year 4 to 6. So hand you over to Amanda.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda Gilbert and I lead the Work Zone team. I just want to tell you a little bit about the industry placement. As Richard mentioned, these new qualifications are 80% in college and 20% in a placement. We will be looking at you completing this industry placement for a minimum of 315 hours, and this is actually run across the 2 years. Prior to going out on a placement, we are going to be running through skills that you need to work, because we do appreciate that there will be quite a few of you that maybe, particularly with what we're all going through at the moment, have never actually had a job. So we will ensure that before you start, you will be work ready. Your placement will take place during the academic year, and we will negotiate with your curriculum areas as well as our employers to find a suitable model of placement that is going to fit both sides, both the education side and the employer side, and we will we will work with you towards that. And of course, without the industry placement, if you don't actually complete this placement, you won't actually get the full T-level qualification. Richard did mention that these qualifications have been developed by employers for the employers. So we are hoping, as these get rolled out, that students will become an absolute fit for the job that they want to go into. Okay, I'm now going to hand you over to Jenny, and she will take you through the process of getting an industry placement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amanda. It's Jenny again from the WorkZone team. So if you are enrolling on a digital design and development T-level or a laboratory science T-level, you will need to find a placement that is a direct fit with your T-level. So laboratory science is what it says on the can. We will be looking for placements in a laboratory. What we would like to do is encourage you to look for that placement yourself, one that you feel will suit you, an organisation that might suit your values. And if you are planning to do a T-level in September, one of the things you could do is to start that process now. Just start researching any organisation that you might like to work for, an IT organisation as well if you're doing digital design and development. And as I say, it must be directly relevant to your course. And then we're here to provide you with support, and we will help to secure your placement. We'll do all the paperwork that's necessary. We need to make sure that you're safe in your placement. And we will also work with the organisation that you select and your course tutor to set goals and targets for you to achieve as you're moving through your placement. You've got a little bit of time to do some research before you enrol for a T-level. However, if you're not completely sure about the organisation you would like to do your placement with, the WorkZone team are here to work with you to find an organisation that we think you'll be comfortable with. We are reaching out to a number of businesses all over Buckinghamshire at the moment to make sure that you have a good opportunity. Equally, if you're not quite sure about how you're going to progress with your placement and you want to try out an organisation, we can allow you to do that for about a week. You can go for a taster session to see whether you're comfortable with your selection and you're comfortable with the industry that you think you might want to work in the future. So as I said, that's about a week of a taster session, and that will go towards your 315 hours at the end of your programme. So get researching.
Thank you, everyone. Before I check if we've got any questions, I just want to outline the next steps for you. Our T-levels applications for September 21 are open, so please do apply early to secure your place. Simply visit our website, buckscollegeGroup.ac.uk/T-levels. Here you'll find your course, and then you can complete our short online application form. The admissions team will contact you to arrange an interview. We are currently conducting telephone and online interviews, and our enrolments will commence in August. And I just want to say as well, we are hoping to be able to let visitors back in the building in the summer term. So please keep an eye on our website and social media for updates. And also please be assured that whatever your GCSE results are, we will have a course for you.